Hey guys, 91 Extreme RT here with my Endgame Inferno Act 4 review of the Monk. So, let's go into a game here. I kind of tell you what abilities I use, what I think of the class, etc., etc. Now, what I used to tank it was Deadly Reach with Keen Eye Rune and Crippling Wave with Concussion Rune. As you can see, my resistances are anywhere from 508 to 578. I have 49.3k health, 12.3k damage, and that's about it. You don't need one with everything. As you say, I do not use it because I think it's useless, because you really don't need that extra resistance to kill Diablo or do Act 4 or 3 or anything. I would rather have Transcendence and just use my mantra and heal myself with the mantra, and on top of that, when you use the mantra, you get that extra 3-4 second buff right there that gives you an extra 10% dodge chance. So not only do you heal yourself, you also get that extra dodge bonus. So if you watch my kill video with my monk on Diablo and Inferno, you will notice that the class is very tanky. You can do a lot of damage if you dual wield, but obviously I use a shield because I want to live. This was probably by far the easiest class that I took through Inferno, and I took all of them through Inferno. So you don't use one with everything. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I mean, people are like, oh, use one with everything, stack one resistance, yada yada yada. Well, you don't really need to do that. If you plan on downing Diablo, if you want to down Diablo without any issues at all, this build that I use worked perfectly. So I mean, that's all I can really say about that from personal experience. It's extremely fun to play. DPS wise, I usually use, let's see here, was it Fist of Thunder with Thunderclap, and I use, for my secondary, I use Sweeping Wind with Blade Storm, I believe it was. Yeah, Sweeping Wind, Blade Storm. It's a really fun class to play. It downs everything really quick, especially when leveling. Extremely fun to play. I play mostly hardcore with a monk. I have two monks on hardcore, level 50 and 49. 50 was in hell difficulty, but then I got smoked by an arcane sentry, so I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, that's all there is to it, really. It's extremely fun to play. You don't need a hell of a lot in order to kill Diablo with it. As you see, my resistances are pretty shitty. I mean, if you take a look at my achievements here, complete Act 4th Monk on Inferno, I got that the other day. So, alrighty, that's pretty much about it for the Monk. Really tanky class, really fun to play. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but if you want to survive fights, there's a lot of abilities for it. You can have 2 Spirit Generators as attacks, like what I use. I increase my armor with that rune, and the rune on that one reduces the incoming damage. So when all is said and done, I'm getting about 80-90% damage reduction. Like, I don't think I've ever, by Diablo, on a melee attack, I don't think I've gotten hit for more than 8 to 10k at most, even with 500, 550 all resistances. So it's a really good character to do it with if you just want to get Diablo down and don't worry about dying really at all. So, and it requires the least amount of gear. So, alright, see you later.